Hello and welcome back to the 42nd episode of the Rule of Two here on the C Cinema Reviews channel. We're so very happy you decided to make us part of your day. And if you hadn't noticed, this is a Star Wars show. And with me, as always on the Rule of Two, is Misa Sista.
That's right.
And it's kind of a slow week because not a lot has happened, even though there's stuff coming out this year that we still don't have trailers for. Anyway, it's kind of a slow week so far, so we thought we'd talk about some stuff. So this week our first main topic is gonna be there's a new comic book series coming out that is gonna tie in with a trilogy of novels. It's Star Wars TIE Fighter. That's the comic series, and then it's gonna tie in to a new Marvel, a 3-novel series called Alphabet Squadron by Alexander Freed. And so it's going to be pretty cool. This is going to...
Are we already into the topic?
No. I'm just saying that these two things are going to take place. It looks like they're going to take place Del Rey and Marvel Comics set after Return of the Jedi. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's going to be our first topic. And then our second topic, we're going to talk about this very, very interesting and potentially very, very important connection between Kylo Ren and Darth Vader. Because in this the final comic for this run, issue number 25 of Star Wars Darth Vader literally says, "Let the past die, kill it if you have to." And obviously Kylo Ren says that in episode 8. So we're going to talk about their connection there and what this could mean for potentially episode 9 stuff. But anyway, let's get into those are our topics. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you enjoy it, and comment down below and tell us your thoughts on anything that we talk about today. Let's get into Marvel's TIE Fighter series, and then
There's some covers that came out.
Yeah, some covers. There's the TIE Fighter series, and then there's Star Wars Alphabet Squadron.
That sounds so dumb.
It's probably because they have they have the Y wing, the A wing, the B wing, the U wing, and then the X wing.
Oh, joy.
It's just
cover's not bad though.
Yeah, it looks nice. It might not be the best title, but that doesn't mean they're going to be bad books.
It's true.
And anytime you get something like a trilogy of Star Wars stuff, at least the trilogies in the new canon have been good.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of the first Battlefront. We might be getting some more gritty stuff.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Both the Battlefronts, really.
Well, but the first one was more in the trenches.
Yeah, so this one will be in the skies.
Right.
Which would be pretty cool.
Maybe we'll get some dogfights.
We haven't really had that kind of stuff since the Timothy Zahn novels.
Right. And
the
this
old
girl,
ones.
It looks like a girl.
Looks like.
On the front.
Yeah.
Looks interesting.
Should be, another female lead in a Star Wars story, which is just not bad.
She's holding a rebellion helmet, so...
Yep.
That's interesting. They also got a gun in the other hand.
A blaster.
Oh.
She probably is gonna be the one in the X-wing. What are the chances of Wedge being in this?
I mean, they don't like connecting stuff, so probably
really?
Very little.
But it's Wedge, and it's set not right after, but after Return of the Jedi. He should be still there.
Well, I want it to happen, but they don't seem to care much about connecting canon.
Really?
All that much. I mean, they do sometimes, but I'd be surprised if that were to happen in this case.
I think, I actually think they might do it. I think that there's a good chance that Wedge he probably won't be like a major part, but I do think that there's a good chance that he will have some kind of part in this book.
It would definitely be a good fit. Just like episode 9 would be.
Yeah.
I don't
Bringing
know
back all the OGs. But I'm excited to get some more stuff from the perspective of the Empire, especially the Empire after Episode 6. Just like we got in the Battlefront 2 video game with Iden Versio. We only got her on the Empire side for like 2 missions. I get it. I know. I played the game. I understand that, but still, it's nice. It's interesting to hear their point of view on it and see what they thought. Like, I wonder if these pilots will be some of them who were at that battle of the Forest Moon of Endor, or what's going on there. That would be interesting to see.
I like this piece of art, I guess, with the TIE fighter. I actually really like getting to look in the TIE fighter. In the X-Wings, it's much more personalized. They've got their own kind of helmet. But in the TIE fighter, they all look the same.
Yeah.
Even if you look at stuff from the 70s versus stuff from even Episode 7, they look the same.
Yeah.
Like the way they shoot them or something, they all look the same. Even, I guess Rogue One would be a better comparison. But something about them, you could just pull those out and put them into different movies at any time, and they all have that same kind of shot where it's just on the facing the, I guess, pilot, and they all just have this nice color, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I think the color in the cockpit, or I don't know if they call it that, but really bounces off of the black really well.
Yeah, the shiny black. And that's what they're
basically showing here is a lot of color.
In this like mock-up cover. Yeah, I like it. It's also... It'll also be nice to like unmask someone from the Empire, It's not, and it's not just like the Emperor, Vader, or one of the generals. It's one of those guys who's like, just like Finn. It's interesting to see one of the people, the quote unquote red shirts, get unmasked.
Right. I would love to unmask some of the what they call like their SEAL Team 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
The guys in all black that were in Rogue One.
The Death Troopers.
Those guys, I would love to unmask one of those and just like follow them around for a day.
Yeah.
Like you do in, what's that one where you follow that?
From a certain point of view?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was cool. She was the stormtrooper.
It was pretty cool. There's also something like that in the... I'm pretty sure there's something like that in the... I'm pretty sure there's something like that in the Aftermath trilogy. In like, you get it is Rey Sloane, and you get her perspective.
Yeah, but isn't she like a higher up?
She's higher up, yeah, but like it's just nice to get their perspective. Sure. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I kind of really enjoy that it'll lead into Alphabet Squadron. So maybe you can get like Alphabet Squadron versus the TIE Fighter Squadron, and that would be pretty cool. Cause you might get to it would be interesting to get to know like 2 different teams. You get to know the Imperials at first, and then you get to know the good guys, and it'll take place over 3 books. As well as the series of comics, and so it'll be a long series.
Yeah.
So they might have, they're definitely gonna have more than one dogfight, which would be cool because like then you can get them like strategizing and learning about each other and how they fly.
There's definitely a lot more originality in the Alphabet Squadron, the name, than the TIE Fighter series.
Yeah.
It's just like couldn't pick anything other than TIE Fighter.
I mean, well, this is a squadron. They're called Shadow Wing.
Oh, okay.
That's what their squadron is called, and so it would be.
That's better than Alphabet Squadron.
I think this could be one of the cooler stories because it'll span not just novels and not just comic books, but you'll go from one medium to the other and just see. You can see a story that's played out over quite a long time.
Sure.
Years even, because the novels are probably not going to come out. They're going to get the first one after the series is done, the comic series, and then the second one. This is
definitely not going to be for...
Oh, Siri just... Oh, Siri. Stop, Siri. Stop. Oh, my goodness.
Who was looking up Dumbo?
Let me turn her off.
Oh, I think she's done.
Oh no, she's still listening. Stop the show.
I don't see
No.
Dumbo. Were you looking up Dumbo?
No. That was something that like one of us said. Anyway, it'll be pretty cool to see the comic books.
Yeah.
And then go from that into the novels, and then like once you get done with the first novel, you probably have to wait like a year or something for the second one, and then another one.
This is definitely inside baseball stuff. I don't think it's for a casual fan. If
No.
you're having to bounce from comic to book, and
Yeah, it's
all
like
that
if you
nice
just did
stuff.
the comics, you'd probably like have a complete story, and if you just did the novels, you'd probably
Sure.
have a complete
Yeah.
story. But it's kind of like one of those things where if you get both, it's like ooh, you get the really juicy like references and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
It'd be pretty cool. I'm kind of excited for that. I'm excited to see how they will do that, going from a comic to a novel series. But anyway, that's our thoughts on that. Tell us in the comment section what you think about this upcoming comic book series and trilogy of novels. But yeah, let's move on to Darth Vader, issue number 25. This is the last issue. And it's, Momin has built this this castle for Vader, which has allowed him to use the dark side nexus and then all that good stuff. We'll forget about that. We're talking about the connection between Vader and Kylo Ren, because this is kind of a big deal. Because in this comic book we get Vader. He went into like a dark side vision, right? Because of that nexus that Momin helped him connect with. He went into there, and then he goes to like the Jedi temple, and he sees a whole bunch of Jedi, and then he's just like, he pulls out two like dark side lightsabers, right? And then he's just taking fools out. He takes Yoda out like a boss, and then It's a pretty brutal comic, gotta admit. He takes Yoda out like a boss, but while he is taking out these Jedi, he says the line, let the past die, kill it if you have to. And this is something that Kylo Ren himself says to Rey in the throne room after they've taken out the Praetorian guards, right? So there is a connection here because Kylo Ren has his helmet.
Well, I'm sure he feels a lot of stuff. Dude's delusional.
And this comic,
nuts.
Yeah, this comic, I think this whole run is very influential because not only do you get things like, hey, dark side users can somewhat live past, death if they have something like a helmet, or maybe, if they have something that could maybe hold a piece of their consciousness after death. And that's what, Vader, Momin, he died in his, wearing his helmet, and Vader kind of died wearing his helmet. Probably, actually he didn't. No, he didn't die wearing his helmet, but, his helmet still could hold a piece of that darkness, a piece of Darth Vader, not Anakin Skywalker, because they're two different people, and so I think it's a big deal, and I do think that I think it's a clear connection between these two characters, and I think it's something that there's no chance that it's just a coincidence that they both say the same line. And so I think
it could come back too as well to the movies because JJ's back and JJ put that line in there.
Yeah.
So his connection to Darth Vader, could come back.
Yeah.
As a thing.
It's my headcanon as of this moment that when Kylo Ren has that helmet, he has communicated with the spirit or whatever you would call it that is Darth Vader. Not Anakin. Anakin is the good one, but the one that is Darth Vader.
Can we talk for a second about these Jedi?
What?
You have Plo Koon, you have
You have a
Quinlan
bunch of them.
Voss, Mace Windu,
Mhm.
but you have Yoda who be looking funky.
Yeah.
His artwork is weird.
Yoda-
But you have this super ripped gray dude.
Yeah.
With a white beard and
I've
a man
never
bun.
seen this guy before. He's like a White Walker in here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a lady,
I think that's Jocasta Nu, is that not?
I don't know. She also wears chopsticks, Jocasta Nu.
Yeah.
And this one, but
There's
she looks
Yaddle.
mean. Yeah, there's a little Yoda with red hair.
That's
a lady.
I think that's Yaddle.
A lady Yoda.
A Loda? No.
No. But she's also got a tiny green
There's
lightsaber.
Shakti.
But I've never seen them use like a Lady Yoda.
Yeah. In a comic.
Yeah.
And then a
anywhere
White
else.
Walker. This dude looks like he got like literally cut in half. He's
Yeah.
got a huge scar.
That crisscrosses, and you can see it better when he's getting killed by Vader.
And he's getting his arms chopped off.
Yeah.
By Vader. Anyway, like...
I actually like Vader's art as well. The
Yeah.
way they kind of show his like sort of spirit in the Force.
Yeah.
And
Because he's darkness.
and where he has lost limbs, it just is kind of white.
Yeah.
Sort of a white tinge.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean,
What do
I
you
don't know why he would need to have a vision about killing Jedi.
Well, I mean, this
Just
is
to
just...
beef himself up or something.
Uh,
What do I think about what?
the connection between him and Kylo. There has to be. Because Kylo has his helmet. Kylo's been talking to him. I have no doubt that Kylo and Vader have been communicating. It hasn't just been
I don't like it
Kylo
at
Ren.
all.
I don't... Well, you know.
I don't like it
That's
at all
fine.
because I think Vader died and Anakin...
Yeah. But they are two different people. Like...
But they're not.
As much as you think they're not, they are.
Well, I mean, I'd be willing to say a little bit, but once one person is gone, the other person is inhabiting that space.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't. I think this is all in Kylo Ren's head. Kylo
He
Ren.
would say the same words, though? That can't be a coincidence.
He's being influenced by the Force. And in this, obviously, Vader is because he's having visions and stuff.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it's Vader's words. It's Vader saying those exact words.
Sure.
And then you have Kylo Ren talking to Vader's helmet, and he says those exact words.
I think maybe he's just reaching out sort of to the past in a way to get those inspirations from his grandfather, but I think that if there's Vader, then there is no Anakin.
Right.
And if there is Anakin, then there is no Vader.
Okay.
And right now, Anakin is the one. He's in the Force. We've seen him before as the old dude, and then as Hayden Christensen. So I don't think Vader had left his spirit behind, and there's two spirits or whatever. But that being said, Kylo Ren must die, and I don't care about him.
That's true. I just
Can't
think that
kill
it's...
my Han and then get away with it. No redemption.
Yeah.
Hashtag not my...
I think that I have to read this comic, this whole run again. I'm missing like 2 of them. I don't know how, but I'm missing like 2 of them. But there is like I don't know. It's for me. It's too much of a coincidence to just be a coincidence. It's too exact to just be a
I
coincidence.
think it was just writers being like, oh, we can put a little something in.
Yeah, but like at the same time, the same thing.
But I feel like, again, with these people and connecting things, it would only be this way.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be... If this had come out first, those words probably would have never been in a movie.
Really? I don't think so, because Rian Johnson, no way that dude is knowing. No way he's reading this comic.
Exactly, that's why it wouldn't be in a movie.
Yeah, but
if
like
the words
that's...
came out first then.
Yeah, the movies take precedence, of course. Like, no doubt about that. I'm just saying, like...
But I think this is the creators going, Oh, I saw him say that in the movie. What if he got it from his
and
grandfather?
that's what I'm saying. Like, I have no doubt that he got it from his grandfather. There is no evidence. There's no proof that they have been communicating.
Right.
The only thing that we can go off of is that Kylo Ren talked to his grandpa's helmet. That's it. But when you see that helmet in Episode 7, you get the Imperial March. You get Vader's music. And I think that is to show us that Vader's presence is there. Not just his helmet, but when you get that music, it's Vader's it's letting us all know that Vader still has a presence.
I disagree, but okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's fine. It's totally my own headcanon.
I just think he went down to Endor and was like, well, this didn't completely burn up.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this for me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
It is very...
And Luke didn't stop him because... nobody... Okay, so in Bloodline, the big secret is spilled and presumably Ben finds out that his grandfather is Vader.
Yeah.
And... So what? Nobody's like, well, he turned to the good side. Did he?
No, they probably were like that. They had to have been like that.
But then how can he have these delusions that his grandfather wants him to continue?
Because he probably heard about all that Vader did.
Well, of course, I'm sure he knew about it even before he knew that was his grandfather.
Yeah.
But at the same time, once it came out, Luke, Leia, Han, none of them were like... He changed. At the very end, he fought for his son.
Yeah, but Snoke was totally manipulating him.
I guess so. Old white dudes, man.
He's not even an old white dude. He's an alien.
He's an old white dude.
He's an alien.
He's white, he's old, and he's an old white dude.
Yeah, okay, it's fine.
And so was the Emperor.
Yeah, but the Emperor, he was like, Emperor's way better.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
yeah,
that's because he had.
I just think that, like, in my own headcanon, I totally think that Vader's been talking to him. And this only confirms it. my theory is good. My theory is right.
This cover is great, though. Like,
it is.
Vader coming out of the fires of
the lava. Like, it's almost like he is Jesus walking on the lava. You know?
Yeah. What is this planet?
He's evil Jesus walking on the lava.
What is this planet?
Mustafar. And there's lightning coming down. It's pretty great. I think this... If there is any comic book run so far in the new canon that I say is potentially super important, I would say it's this one.
Oh, I get baby Anakin.
I know it's 25 issues and that's a lot, but like... Yes, that is canon now.
Yeah, that's so cool. The little Anakin and then his shadow turning into Vader.
Yeah, that is canon.
They always would do that with pictures of.
Yeah.
Oh, and then it's little baby in the spirit.
Yeah. I should. Yeah. But yeah, I think that this one could potentially be the most important and influential comic book run in the new canon. Just because, like, there's a lot of Force stuff. There's a lot of, like, time travel, not time travel stuff. And so I think that it's a very, very good read. If there is one that I would recommend over any other comic book run in the new canon so far, I think it's definitely Darth Vader. It's a long one, but trust me, when you get to the end, it is totally worth it, because Momin is a very interesting character, and especially like the things that he does and what's going on Mustafar, and this vision, of course, with the White Walkers and all that good stuff. I think it's a very good run.
Who wants a Quinlan Voss TV show?
I do. I do.
That would be so good. What was that? The IGN
April Fools. It was like 2 years ago, and I'm still mad at it.
It was a good one.
It was great. But anyway, that's pretty much my thought. Do you have any more thoughts on this?
No.
Okay, yeah, I would say pick this run up if you can. Anywhere. It's probably Probably like on Comixology or Comic, whatever you call it. And then yeah, the TIE Fighter comic book run, and then the novels. I think 2019 is shaping up to be a really good year, and
I can't wait for that Padme book.
The Padme book, The Master and Apprentice, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Yeah, 2019 is going to be the year.
The TV show,
the TV
movie.
shows, there's comics, there's books, there's the movie. Man, we got a lot to look forward to this year.
Clone Wars.
Okay.
I'm so excited for Clone Wars. We get longer hair
Dave,
Anakin.
he was
Ahsoka.
just. I know this was him holding his Ahsoka thing over until he can get her into Resistance.
No, I don't want her in Resistance. That show is too goofy.
She's totally gonna be in Resistance. We both know this.
No.
Yes, we do.
I don't know this. I don't want this.
He
I don't need
he is
this.
2 for 2 on putting Ahsoka in things. You think he's gonna stop now?
Yes. It's besides.
You're delusional.
It's not his. That's not really his. He's just an executive producer. Those people don't do anything.
Okay.
They just get paid.
Anyway, enough of our trash talk on our not our trash talk.
No, I love Ahsoka.
Yeah, Dave.
Her role in
you're great.
Rebels
Just kill her.
is so like she's like the master.
She should have died too.
She's higher than Kanan. In
How do
that.
you not
Like,
die
she's
to
so
Vader?
sober,
Oh, that's
and
right.
there's-
Time travel. Anyway, yeah, it's
Hashtag Ahsoka lives.
hashtag Ahsoka lives.
Hashtag Clone Wars live.
Yeah,
Woo!
it's gonna be a great year for us Star Wars fans. We hope that you guys enjoyed listening to this episode. Like I said, hit that like button if you did. If you haven't already, subscribe and tell your friends about the show. Tell them, hey, they have fun over there. It's not exactly the greatest one, but we have fun, and you can have fun with us.
Hopefully the news picks up.
I hope so. I hope we get a trailer or something
me
before Celebration. I mean, come on.
We're not going to, but it's okay.
We're gonna probably get something Mando related, like at Celebration, and obviously Episode 9. But I want an Episode 9 trailer. Like, come on.
It's barely January.
When is Celebration? Like May or something like that? Probably like somewhere around like Captain Marvel. You think?
I don't know.
Anyway, that's that. We'll talk about that later. Thank you very much for watching this episode of The Rule of Two. We hope you have a good day, and may the Force be with you.
Always.